Like, these are the games I picked up from January to now. So January to September. We got Us Kid and Mercury DX. It's a fun game. Got Cyberpunk, which oddly enough I got for free. And since with all the patches and everything, all the updates to it, it plays pretty good, and I'm having fun with it. You know, my thoughts are, years down the line, all the patches gonna be worth a damn. If I had to change consoles or something, But get there when I get there. And they got the Ghost of Tsushima. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I apologize. And my boy Bobby said this was highly recommended. And when he say that, I always believe him. And this is a great game. I'm playing it now, and just exploring and finding new places on the island, finding new islands, and it's a great game. I highly recommend it myself. You got a PS4, PS5, or whatever. Hunt Down. You in the 80s action movies, or 80s kids? It's like me. You'll love this game. It is something, and I rarely hear anyone talk about it. I happened to catch a video of someone that bought it up, and I decided to order it, and it was a good buy. Goodbye. Got the Injustice Guys Among Us, the Ultimate Edition. I had it on PS3, but I said, well, I might as well get on PS4, For me, it's easier to record. I like to record my gameplay. We got the Ninja Saviors, my bad. I think Ninja Warriors was the one on Super Nintendo or the arcade, and that's what this one is. I think it's a sequel, I believe, and it's a good one. You got the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World game, and I found that in the Best Buy, luckily. I always wanted to play it. I remember a lot of people was giving it glowing reviews, and it was digital only. So by the time I actually found out about it, they took it off the store. That's why I'm not a big fan of only digital only stuff. But this has all the DLC here on the disc and everything, and it's a good one. Check it out, Spider-Man Miles Morales, which is good. Kind of short, which I guess, compared to the other Spider-Man game, the other Spider-Man game was deep and, had a lot of hours in it. But it's still a good one, though. I almost wonder, was it supposed to be like, DLC for the other one or not, for the other Spider-Man game. But, it's a good one, though, Tired of saying that, but it's all I can really say. Taxi Chaos is just like, is it Crazy Taxi? Is that the name of it? The one on Dreamcast? And that's pretty much what it's like. Arcadey fun right there. Then the best Terminator game ever, in my opinion. At least the best one I ever played. I love this game right here. Kind of like, I guess you would say like open world. You got a bunch of, main missions. You got side missions and everything. And it seems like it captured what, the Terminator franchise is. Way better than the movies for the last, I don't know how many years. So this is my favorite Terminator game. Probably the arcade one. The original T2 arcade. The Terminator 1 on Sega CD. And I think it was Salvation, the arcade game that had like the rifles or whatever. So those are games right there, good Terminator games. This is the most recent purchase. Got this might have been Thursday, I believe. And it's great. I just wish the online was better. The online is garbage, and they should be ashamed. Konami should be ashamed, and the people that ignore it should be ashamed. But, you can't tell people nothing that's, wrapped in nostalgia and, corporate first mentality. Whatever. They got Tekken 7. And I'm going for a full Tekken set. I'm taking my time with it. I kind of want to, find these out in the wild. And if the one I can't find out there, then I'll just, eBay route, whatever. And I got a few. I got Tekken Tag, the Wii U edition, where it has everything, all DLC on the disc. I got Street Fighter Tekken and Tekken Tag on PS2. I'm not sure which one. But yeah, just decided one day, go for a full set of Tekken. Just, something fun to do. A little subset, Then we have Until Dawn. One of the first games I really wanted to get when I finally got a PS4, and my cousin had it, and he was kind enough to let me get it. It was always appreciated, cause real talk. Got Wild Guns Reloaded and The Witcher 3, and I love this game. I played it on Game Pass during the lockdown, and I couldn't put it down. I just got really hooked into it, and that's unlike me with open world games like this, because usually I'll get a little tired and anxious and want to go ahead and get it over with. But I took my time, tried to do everything I could do, and it did honestly get a little long in the tooth, but it wasn't nothing wasn't bad, Just like the one part I thought that was the ending, and won't in another part. About 3-4 times I thought it was ending, and it didn't, But I got this one here, and they got all the DLC on the disc and stuff. So I want to play this again, take my time, and try to do everything I can, 100% complete it. I don't know, but something good to do. This is another recent pickup. Got this probably 2 Sundays ago. And it was funny because I was talking to my cousin. I told him, I said, I rarely see this game, which I don't. This is the first time I saw it in about maybe 6-7 years. The last time I saw it was around $50-$60 then. And we walked in there in this game store called Well Played in Greenville. It was like $20. And again, he said, man, I get that for you, man. It was at the counter. He said, I got that. I was kind of taken aback, but I was happy though, because it's a blessing, real talk. And got Street Fighter and Tekken, Cross Tekken. Of course, we all know about that bullshit, content locked on the disc and whatever. But I needed this to, for the Tekken collection, and I think this was like this was the first game I got when I decided to go for that full Tekken set. On to NES stuff. I really got back into collecting the NES stuff, NES games. Just I have a actual Nintendo with a CRT, so I had to get back into them. And these two are my most recent ones: Excite Bite and Dream Master. And my favorite Mario, one of my favorite Marios, between that and Mario World. So Mario Bros. 3, I know, real original, but it is what it is. This one always got a special place. I used to play it all the time with my big sister. She taught me a whole lot of tips and tricks with that stuff. Without Nintendo Power or no internet. Love that girl. Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I don't know why I left the cover on, I didn't mean to. And I want to, hopefully, I want to beat it. I had it since 1987. well, playing against him in 1987, since I originally had it. I never beat Tyson. And one of my goals this year is to beat him straight up with no cheats or nothing. Got Kung Fu. I think this was one of the first Nintendo games I played. Besides Mario, was Kung Fu. Like everybody around my way had Kung Fu. And don't ask me why I got these other two, but picked up Bayou Billy. Bayou Billy. That hard game, man, is. Whew. I think what everybody liked back in the day had different types of gameplay. Had a level you could play with the zapper and the fighting. Beat them up but it's hard. You got Top Gun. I don't know why. I think it's probably just nostalgia for that one. And I can land on the aircraft carrier, pretty good, but the gas, you got to fill up in the sky. I miss it almost every time, and if I do make it, I don't know how, it just happens. So you got Goonies 2. I love this game too, man. There's a whole lot of exploration in it, and you find your items, your keys, and all that. And the first Goonies video game is only on Famicom, I believe, but I don't think it's on NES on the American version. Alright, and here there's a recent pickup, the Jurassic Park joints. I always liked that game on Genesis. I think it's probably like the only one I really like that I played. I haven't played like any of the newer ones, but like from the 90s, this is probably like my favorite one. I always liked that joint when the start, the dinosaur like Sega. I always like that was cool to me. Tiny Toons, Buster's Hidden Treasure. It's a fun one too. I like this one better than the Super Nintendo one. Just because the Super Nintendo one, I can't get a hold of those controls. I don't know why. I tried and tried, but I just can't get a hang of that controls. So, whatever. Quack Shot. It's a underrated game right here. When they talk about a Disney game from the 90s, they rarely bring this up, if they even do. And it's a good one. I recommend it. If you got a Genesis or a way to play, emulate it, whatever, give it a go. I got my favorite baseball game ever, the Ken Griffey joints. And years ago, me and my cousin were playing the World Series, man, and it was late night. And I think I went up, might have been 2-1 maybe. I know I was up. So, we went to sleep and I woke up. And he was sitting at the foot of the bed playing the game. But I ain't think nothing of it, but I should have, because as soon as I moved, he just turned around and said, huh? I didn't even say nothing. So I ain't think nothing of it, Woke up the next morning to play some more, and I looked, and that joker was up. So he had both controllers. Playing that joint, probably using my team and not hitting the ball probably, and he hitting the ball, and but I got to get my rematch, man. Yep, 25 years later, I want that rematch. You hear me, Melvin? Rematch. Oh man, they got X-Men Mutant Apocalypse, and it always bugs me that I didn't know about this game. Years ago, I happened to be in the mall one morning, and it was in the little sales bin outside the KB Toys, which was odd because they really had Super Nintendo games in that bin. They had a bunch of Genesis games, and I didn't know why. I know why now, but I didn't know, back then. And if they did have a Super Nintendo game, it was garbage, or, a sports game that was probably about 3 years old or something, And I remember I bought it that day. It was like $20, something like that. I came home, and I played it that whole morning. Like, this was the summer of '96. Great summer, great summer. And I never beat it, and I believe this is the one with Exodus. And Exodus beat me, from screen to screen, one side of the screen to the other. And hopefully now I'm a little older, got a little more patience, I can beat them. And I think I want to start this one after I finish up the Ghost game and stuff. But again, we'll see. Yeah, I figured I might as well show some of the DVDs and 4Ks and whatever I picked up too. Hey, why not? Start off with Mask. It's one of my favorite cartoons ever, and I love the toys, man. And the theme song still stuck in my head. Masked Crusaders, working all the time, fighting crime. I ain't gonna go there. And the hilarious underrated show, WKRP. Venus Flytrap, Dr. Johnny Fever, all my boys right there. And old Lester, you crazy, man. It's a great show, underrated as hell. You got classic Good Times. And the full set of the Addams Family. I ain't opened it yet, but I will. Big fan of the Addams Family. A couple of 4Ks I got on Prime Day. E.T. First movie I ever saw in the movie theater. God, saying that made me feel old. But in my defense, to keep me from that point, I was only 3 years old, so, I wasn't grown, I wasn't a teenager. Still a baby for all I'm concerned. Got Blade Runner 2049. I want to watch this and the original Blade Runner together when I have the time. Because I believe this one here is close to 3 hours long, or might be a little over, I'm not sure. Big Blade Runner fan. Ain't too long got the game digitally. It was an old PC game back in the day. And the Big Dog Hunter, complete series. And the TV and movies. And I wouldn't have not known this. It came out. I happened to one morning I was watching Serial at Midnight on YouTube. If you're into you're a physical media first type of person like me, check out Serial at Midnight on YouTube. If I think about it, I'll put a link down there at the bottom if I remember. But I love Hunter. You kind of shows watching my granddaddy back in the day. They don't make them like this no more.